Hello, welcome to Pilates Matwork, and today we are going to be doing some practices with weight. So here I've got a set of 2 pounds and a set of 3 pounds. I don't recommend for our purposes today going over 6 pounds. And if you're newer to weight, I recommend that you do this first without weight. Make sure that the form and everything is good before adding weight in, because if your form is not good without weight, it's not going to magically get better when you add weight. So be mindful of that. You don't have weight, bottled water, bags of beans, bags of rice, all work well. Just don't use anything in a glass container, because then if it breaks, then you have a potentially dangerous situation on your hands. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start in a nice, comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. And I want a nice seated posture. So my ears, my shoulders, and my hips are going to come into this alignment. I'm going to zip off that front body through that center line from the pubic bone to behind the navel. So belly button is in a little bit to the spine, but not so severely that you can't breathe or move. And then we'll bring that awareness to the breath. So as you inhale through the nose, can you expand the rib cage? And then as you exhale through the mouth, could you make a shush sound like this? And what that does is it provides a little bit more toning to the belly, to the abdominal. So I don't do it a whole lot while I'm teaching because I can't talk and do that at the same time. But you can also kind of feel that engagement here. So inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And we'll try to keep that breath throughout as best as you can. I'll give you reminders to come back to it. Let's prepare the spine. Hands to the side. Let's take it up, reach, reach, reach. We'll get a side bend towards the left, reaching nice and long here. Now I'm really anchoring into this hip. I'm really reaching with that top arm. Watch your posture here. We don't want this forward collapse. We want to be nice and open, shoulders and hips in alignment. Good. Now, you choose where you go here. You can stay here. You can side bend deeper. You can choose to open towards the back, or you can find a C-curve roll to the front. So if you've got a back issue where forward flexion is not good for you, I don't recommend taking this one. And then from here, we'll open that back up. Go right into the other side, reaching over nice and long, breathing and expanding that rib cage. And then when you're ready, you can choose to stay here. You can side bend deeper. You can open to the back. Or you can find that little C-curve roll here. Find what feels good to you. Move how your body needs you to move. And then from here, we'll inhale and open, and exhale coming back. And let's reach and get a nice rotation. Rolling the shoulders back. Nice and tall through the spine. Breathing and expanding. I've also got water. It's that kind of season, so try to remember to teach with it, and we'll come back up. We'll move through center, taking it to the other side. Rolling shoulders back. Breathing and expanding. And then when ready, good, we'll come up and we'll come back to center. Good. So from here, just take a moment. Let's get into the neck. So I'm just going to take the chin down to the chest. We'll come back up. We'll take it up. And back to center. Left ear, left shoulder. And right ear, right shoulder. Good. And just kind of move that around a little bit here. So we're going to go into a little bit of some flexion and extension. We're going to do that with the weight. So for this one, I'm going to grab my 5 pounds. It does not have to be a heavy weight. You can use what you have. Good. And I'm just going to bend my knees here. So I don't want my heels to be too close. I want them to come out. I'm just going to let this weight rest kind of by the shin, even though I'm holding on to it. So nice and tall. Good. I'm just around, round, round. That weight's going to move down the shin. Good. And then zipping up keeping the shoulders relaxed as possible. I'm going to stack bone by bone, coming all the way up. Once I come all the way up, I'm going to pause. Good. I'm just going to lift that chest up a little bit here. There's the extension, and then coming back center. And we'll do that again. Rounding, 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 scooping in that belly button, and taking that back up. Good. Stacking, stacking, stacking. Once you've stacked, good. Find the extension. Good. And here we go. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Good. From here, we're going to put this down here for a moment. Good. We're going to do some half roll downs and half roll ups. And you can do this with knees bent or your legs long. We're just going to kind of build on that, but in a different direction. So from here, I'm going to take my arms forward. Now I'm going to tuck the tail. And go back. And I'm coming back to my point of control. Good. And then I'm coming all the way back up. Good. And coming up. Now, if you want to use a weight, I'm going to use a lighter weight for this one. So I'm going to reach that forward. Good. Scoop. Good. I have a tendency to lift my shoulders. Always reminding myself not to do that. Going all the way back up. Good. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. And up 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. We'll take the legs long. Good. With a long back or rounding forward, find a little fold. And then from here, we'll come back up to a seat. Now, I'm going to take a heavier weight on each side of me here. You can certainly use the light ones as well. It'll take out the hair clip. And we're going to come onto our back. So you can get there the way you need to get there. I'm going to do it through a roll down. Good. Now, from here, I'm going to make sure that my hands can reach my weights. And I'm just going to kind of put them just like that. Put a little bend in the knees. Zipping up nice and tight. Good. Letting the knees just go side to side here for a moment. Good. And then once you're ready, good. We're just going to do a little bit of a pelvic rock. So nothing too extreme, just forward and back. Maybe even a little bit of a side to side. Just a little bit of a low back massage. Okay, we're going to take this into a bridge. The first bridge, the arms will be by the side without holding on to your weight. So really rolling the shoulders back. Good. Hips, knees, and toes are going to track in this parallel alignment. Good. You're pressing into the feet, arms, and shoulders as you come up here. Lifting up through the chest. Keep the head centered. Don't turn it right or left. And then we'll roll that down, bone by bone or as a single unit. And let's just do that 1 more time. This time rolling up bone by bone or lifting up as a single unit, pressing into the arms and shoulders, lifting up through that chest, and rolling that back. Good. Now from here, we're going to hold on to the weights now, rolling the shoulders back. Good. Pressing up. So your weights can be a little bit of an anchor here of sorts, even though you're holding on to them. So I can get up just a little bit higher here. And then I'm going to roll that down. Good. And we'll do that again 1 more time like this. Rolling it up. Lifting up. Good. Now, as you roll down, you decide, is that challenging enough for me? Is that where I'm going to stay? Or am I going to take the right leg up and do it that way? So Roll it up. And roll it down. One more time. Inhale, exhale. And taking it down. And we'll switch out the legs. Okay. Taking the right leg up. Inhale, exhale. And taking it down. Inhale. And taking that down. Good. Bringing the knees into the chest for a moment. And then once you're ready, good. We're going to take this into some opposite arm, opposite leg work. I'm just going to put this weight to the side. So I'm going to start with my knees and tabletop and my arms behind me if you can. So then from here, good. I'm going to think about the left arm and the right leg and coming back, and then the opposite. And the lower you take that leg, the harder you'll make it here. So if you feel this in the back, don't take your leg as low. You can always put some lumbar support back there as well. Now, the bent knee is a little bit of a modification. Good. If you want a little bit more challenge, go here. Good. Longer legs, longer lever. So when I do these opposites, I have to really think about the side, because if I'm not paying attention, then I end up doing the same arm and same leg to each side. So notice if that's happening to you. Good. And then bring it back in and rock side to side. Okay. So from here, we're going to take this into a little bit of a reverse crunch. We're going to use the weights to help us with that. So from here, I'm going to start in tabletop. My knees can actually be not in true tabletop. They can be closer to the chest. So I'm going to hold on to my weights here as I reverse. I'm trying to pick up the lower body off the floor. Now, more challenge, take your legs long and reach up. Good. And take that down. Woo! Those are harder than they appear. So let's take this now into some dynamic twisting. So I'm going to take one weight and I'm going to let you choose if you want this to be a heavier or a lighter weight. If you've never done this before, maybe the back's a little cranky, I'm going to definitely suggest a lighter weight. So I'm going to take my weight up here. Knees are going to come into tabletop, nice and connected. As my knees go to the right, my weight and hands are going to go to the left. And then I'm going to, as I bring everything back to center. So knees to the left, arm and weight to the right. Inhale. Inhale. One more time each side. Inhale. Inhale. Good. You can place that weight down. Let's take it as the stretch, arms out to the side, letting the knees come all the way over to the right, maybe looking to the left. And really breathe and expand that rib cage. These feel so good. And then from here, good. Head back to center, coming one leg at a time, or maybe both. That's going to be a little bit harder. Letting the knees come all the way over to the left, looking to the right. Breathing, expanding. And then once you're ready, good. We're going to come back to center. Good. So we'll grab a weight. So you can use one weight here or you can use two weights. So if you've got a couple different sets like I do, you can customize what you want a little bit more. So if I were to take two of my 5-pound weights together, that's going to actually give me 10 pounds. If I took a 5 and a 2 together, that's a 7 pounds. Two twos together is 4 pounds. So customize this the way that you want to customize it. Now I'm a little bit stronger in my core, so I'm actually going to take 2 of the 5, but you use 1 if you need to. Hold them the way that you need to, as long as they are stable, so that you're not going to drop them. So knees are going to be grounded for right now. I'm going to take this up. Big inhale, exhale, nodding the chin. I'm looking right between the knees. And then I'm going to take that back down slow and controlled. And we're going to nod and come up. And take it down, slow and controlled. One more time. And take it down. Now, while we're here, let's get a little bit of a chest press. So I'm going to let this come down to the chest. I'm going to push 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now we're going to up and cross to the right. So make any weight changes that you need. Big inhale, exhale. And down. And exhale to the right. And down. Try to keep those hips grounded. Exhale. And down. And down. And to the left. And down. And left. And down. And left. And down. 2 times through center. And back down. And back down. 4 more times. Take that chest press and we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. We'll bring that down. Good. You can put the weights to the side, putting the weights to the side, and we're going to take this right into the hundreds. So no weights on the hundreds. Feet can be grounded, tabletop, or the long diagonal line once you get up there. Good. You can also keep the upper body grounded if you need to, or C curve if you like that. So from here, zipping up and in, big inhale, exhale. Good. Go where you're going to go. Start pumping long and strong. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift up higher. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Woo. Lift up higher, reach deeper, and take that down. Woo. Wiggle, 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 steer side to side. Gently let the head and neck go side to side. Good. From here, choose your transition. So if rolling like a ball is not good for you, roll over to your side, come to a seat. If it is good for you, you can do this without or with a weight. I'm going to take a weight right to the chin, in here, and then I'm going to roll. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Coming all the way up. Okay, from here, I am going to take my legs out a little bit wider. So I'm already feeling this in my abdominals. I hope that you are too. So we're going to take this into a spine stretch forward. And knowing where we're going to go here, I'm going to choose the lighter weight. You could use a heavier weight, but I'm going to choose a lighter weight. So I'm going to come to my 2 pounds here. So I'm going to reach forward. So this is very similar to what we did in the beginning. Inhale, exhale. Spine stretch forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. And one more. Inhale, exhale. Good. And exhale. Good. Coming back up. Okay. So from here, I've got my lighter set of weight. Good. So I'm going to reach them forward. I've got an underhand grip, just like that. So I'm going to reach forward. Now, the higher you lift this with respect to shoulder height, the harder you're going to make it. I don't recommend coming too low. So maybe about chest height is a good, appropriate modification if needed. But I'm going to take this forward. Good. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take it back forward. And then I'm going to curl. And I'm going to reach and open, close, curl, reach, open, close, curl, reach, open, close, curl. One more, reach, open, close, and curl. And you can bring those down. Good. You can put those to the side, arms out to the side. Let's get a nice little side stretch here. Going to the right, reaching, reaching, reaching. And back center to the left, opening, reaching, reaching, reaching. Good. Coming up, we'll rotate nice and tall to the right and center and left and center. Taking that into saw, we'll rotate. We'll reach and around towards the right foot and stack and come back center and rotate. Reach and round and stack back to center and rotate. Reach and round and stack back to center, rotate, reach and round, and stack back to center. Good. All right, from here, we're going to take this into a roll down, coming into some stretches. So we'll take that roll down. And then once you're ready, good. Kind of get situated, with your clothing and everything. we're going to start with this right side. So left knee can be bent or extended long. I'm going to let my right leg come up. I'm going to let my arms come up as high as they can go. Get a nice hamstring stretch here. Upper body's going to stay on the floor. Good. Pointing your toe or just kind of keeping this ankle soft is going to be the easiest. Pointing the toes towards the face is going to be the deepest stretch. And a point and flex, it's going to give you that in between. Okay. So kind of find what you need there. And just because it's good to do while we're here, roll that ankle around in one direction and then in the other. Good. Now from here, you can hold anywhere along the outside, the foot or the toe. Go where you can reach. Take that leg out to the side. Try to keep the other hip and other shoulder on the floor. We'll take that back up. Good. I'm just going to switch out. Good. And you can always have a bend in this knee here as well. I think I might do that today. Yes, that gives me where I want to go. Get nice outer hip, outer thigh stretch. Good. We'll take this into our leg circles now. So arms are on the floor. We're going to zip up and in. Smaller circles are going to be easier to control than larger ones. And I'm going to remember to say this now in the beginning instead of on the other side. If you feel your connective tissue in here kind of popping around, that's a sign that your circles are too large. So you'll want to tighten that up a little bit if you feel that happening. Tighten up here and a smaller circle if you feel that. So from here, get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then when you're ready, we will switch sides. So right knee can be bent or extended long. Take your hands behind that left leg. Travel up as high as you can go. Upper body grounded. Find the intensity here that you need. Just kind of a relaxed foot. a flex foot, or a point and a flex. Find what you need. Maybe a circle here. Another direction. Good. Now when you're ready, good. Grip to the side of the leg, the foot or the toe, where it's appropriate for you to grip. Good. And we'll let that leg come out to the side, keeping this hip and the shoulder also on the floor. Zip up nice and tight here. And then once you're ready, good. We'll carefully come back up. Good. And then once you're ready, good. We'll take that over. So you can hold on to anywhere you need to. You can have that leg straight or a bend in it. Find where it's appropriate for you to go. Try not to grab at the knee. So you want to be right below the knee or right above the knee. And when you're ready, good. We will release and we'll take those circles. So again, zip up nice and tight. Watch out for that connective tissue. And here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 1, 2, both hips stay on the floor. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Bring in both knees and rock side to side. We're going to roll over onto our side and get some side series work in here. So I'm going to roll over onto my right side because that's the side that's facing you right now. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to grab some weights here. So I'm just going to grab one weight. Depending on how strong you are or where you want to go, you can certainly do this with 2 weights. And actually, we're going to come onto the belly after this as well. So I'm going to have those weights at the ready up there. Oh, hopefully it's not too far away. Okay, we're going to just go ahead and have those ready. Okay, so right side. Good. So you can be up on the forearm. You can be up on the elbow. You can be down here like this. You can be like this. Find where you want to be. Now, good. You can be in a long parallel stack here. So everything is in alignment. Or from the hips, you can come into almost like a 45-degree angle. So it's this 45-degree angle is going to be a little bit easier. The parallel stack is going to be a little bit harder. The most important thing you want to remember wherever it is you're going is that your shoulders and hips are in a nice alignment. So you don't want to try to do some kind of patty cornered funky thing. And with either one of those, you can also bend that bottom leg as well. So from here to start, we're going to start off with bananas. So I'm going to reach right here. Good. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Taking my weight, the outside of the thigh. Good. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from here, good. We'll bend. 1, lead with the heel. 2, might have to bend that bottom knee. 3, there we go. 4, 5, and 6. Good. With or without your weight, we'll take those little circles, really dropping in. So not let the pelvis move. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one. Good. Remove that weight, bend that knee, grab the shin, ankle, or foot, press it back, hips forward, knee and foot behind you. Get that quad stretch in there. Breathing. And then once you're ready, good, gently release. We're gonna come onto the belly. Good. Now, I'm gonna grab my weight rolled away here. Good, just so it's there. So from here, we're gonna start with some swans first, finding some extensions. So taking your belly down, legs are about hip width apart. Hands are gonna start under the shoulders, walk them a little bit forward and to the side. Good, relaxing the shoulders down, zipping up through that pelvic floor. And when you're ready, good. Maybe it's a baby swan, a medium, or a high swan. And we're going to slowly lower that back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, take it where you can take it. And slowly bring that down. Good. Now, we're going to get the delt here. So this is kind of a shoulder cap, if you will. We're going to get the rear delt. So I'm going to take I recommend lighter weights here. So I'm going to kind of take them out kind of like an angle. So I'm making a V where my head is the apex, where the 2 points of the V come together. And then my arms are at this V out here. Zipping up nice and tight. Good. Using my abs, I'm going to lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Now I'm going to take those. I'm going to place those by my hips. We're going to get into the triceps a little bit here now. So my palms and the weight are facing the ceiling. The back of my hands are on the floor. Good. Zipping up nice and tight in that front body. From the abs, we'll lift 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll place those to the side. Good. Press back. Take a child's pose. And when ready, we're going to come to sideline on the other side. So grab the same kind of weight that you did on the other side. You want to always try to train evenly as possible. So same thing here with your position and your posture. Try to do it the same way that you did on the other side. Come here, this one's first one. And here we go with our bananas. Whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Now, grabbing my weight. Good. Here we go. Right over the thigh. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. And we'll bend. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Belly in nice and tight. 4, 5, and 6. Good. So we'll bring that leg down a little bit here. Little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll remove that weight, bend that knee, grab where you need to grab, the knee and foot behind you. Take the hips forward, get that quad stretch. And for those of you that may be wondering, well, she didn't do any of the series of 5 today. That's coming next. That's coming next. My favorite series. And then once you're ready, good. We'll release, come onto the back. We will not be doing weights for the series of 5 today. You're welcome. So from here, once you're ready, knees and tabletop. Going into single leg stretch. Upper body can be grounded or lifted. Coming up, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And bring it down. Legs up. Going into single straight leg stretch, single straight leg stretch. Upper body can be grounded or lifted. Coming up here. Good. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And bring that down. Good. Double leg stretch. We're only going to do 5 of these. 5 of these. Parallel or Pilates V. Upper body lifted or grounded. And we'll come up and reach. Exhale. Inhale. And 3. And 4. And 5. And bring it down. Double straight leg stretch. Legs are going to come up, parallel or Pilates V. Good. Upper body can be grounded or lifted. You can even sit on your hands here if that helps with the pelvis from rocking forward and back. Just 5 is all we need. Good. I'm going to exhale and come up. And here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Taking that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, crisscross. We're just going to do this pretty basic. Hands behind the head. Remember, we're leading with the shoulder, not the elbow. So elbows should not be touching the side of the face here. And the legs are the same as single leg. Hips stay grounded. And we're going to do a set of 10, a set of 10. If it helps you better count, think about 20 if you're counting as you go to each side. So from here, zipping up nice and tight. Good, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And bring that down. Woo! Find a nice full body stretch here, reaching from the fingertips to the toes. And once you're ready, bending those knees, rolling over onto your side, and then roll over onto your belly. We're going to take this into a forearm plank, a forearm plank. Okay. So you can have knees down in your forearm plank, or you can be up on the hands. You choose. So I'm going to tuck my toes here. You can also make fists with this one as well. You can clasp or be separate. Your shoulder is going to be either behind the elbow or over the elbow, never forward of the elbow like this. So be mindful of your practice. If it doesn't feel good, something's wrong, and come out of there. Don't stay where it doesn't feel good. So from here, once you're ready, big inhale and exhale and lift. Good. I'm protracted in the shoulders. I'm going to press back through the heels. Knees can also be grounded here. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll drop and shift. When ready, we'll have a seat. We're going to take some mermaids here. So you can let your feet just go over to one side, or you can find a Z position. So sit in the way that's best for your body to sit. You can also do the Z position. Some people do better if they're sitting up on a folded blanket, then it's a lot easier for them. So just little options if you need it. Good. Big inhale, exhale. We're going to take it towards this side and come over and reach. Reach, reach, reach. Coming up, counter stretching over. Good. We'll take that one more time. We'll take it all the way over. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Get a rotation here. Reach. Reach to that outstretched arm. opening to the side, and moving through center. Good. We're just going to take the feet over to the other side. So try to sit the same way if you can. Good. And then once you're ready, good. Arms are out. We'll take it over and reach, reach, reach. Coming up and taking it over, counter stretch. Sometimes the counter stretch is more of a stretch than the actual stretch. Good. Taking that down, reaching, reaching. Good. Let's rotate, really reach to that outstretched arm. Opening up to the side, moving through center, counter stretching that over, and coming back center. Good. Let's stretch out the upper body a little bit here before we go. So taking the arms out, let's find some rotation. Good. Now, palms are towards the ceiling. Press both palms behind you. There's your bicep stretch. Really, you still want to kind of reach from the shoulders to the fingertips. Palms towards the ceiling. Lift up, hands come together. Bend the elbows, elbows into the head here. Hands come behind you. There's a double tricep stretch. And then from here, good. I'm going to reach and round, trying to separate the shoulder blades. Taking hands to the floor or to my back, opening, pressing the elbows back a little bit, getting a little bit more to the front of the shoulder. We worked the delt, so let's get in there. So let's just kind of take it across, kind of figure out where the angle is for you to get the best stretch. And when you're ready, other side. And release. Way to go. You made it through this Pilates Matwork with weight class. I hope you got what you wanted out of it. And I hope to see you again really soon. Have a good one.